Hello and welcome to Deck Techs with LadyLavinias. In this one, we're going to be looking at a deck called CURSES Gruul. This is a Gruul deck, but it uses the Curse of Hospitality as its main feature. So Curse of Hospitality is a 3-mana aura enchantment curse. It says enchant player, creatures attacking enchanted player have trample. And whenever a creature deals combat damage to enchanted player, that player exiles the top card of their library. Until end of turn, that creature's controller may play that card, and they may spend mana as though it were a mana of any color to cast the spell. So, in order to make sure that we have creatures that do combat damage so I can start playing opponents' things, we have a Bard class. Bard class is a enchantment that says legendary creatures you control enter with an additional +1/+1 counter on them. You can pay another 2, and then they cost a red and a green less to play. And then for 5 mana, whenever you cast a legendary spell, exile the top 2, and you can play those. So it uses a mechanic that you might have seen on the queue ladder to enable this. So we have lots of legendaries in order to work with this. We have Radha, which lets us play cards from the top, specifically lands. Grum Gully, that gets extra counters for things. Azusa, so that when we are going to be exiling cards on the top, we get to play as many lands as we possibly can, as well as if we get a bunch of lands from opponent, we can play 2 extra a turn. We have lots of things to help us go wide as well. Zariel will give us extra devils as well as haste for some of our things. We have Burn Down the House to either clear the board or make some devils to go wide. Escape the Wilds for extra card draw. Alana, just extra counters. There's just a lot. Nylea is also going to make it so creatures cost 1 less. So if I have a Nylea on the battlefield and I have a tier 2 for Bard class, that means my Radha and my Grum Gully would actually be free to cast, which is pretty neat. We have Great Henge for some card draw, Atali because I wanted to and it's fun. I want to play their own things. And then the Domri just to refill our hand once we're out of a lot of those legendaries and creatures. So, we're gonna see how it runs today. And we're gonna find out how this deck is good on the ladder. So ideally you do want to have a Bard class in your hand first thing. That's primarily what you want. One of the curses can come later, but you do need to have a base. Okay, so this is a really tricky hand because yes, we have Bard class and a lot of the pieces that we need, but we have no forests. Most often this is a mulligan. I don't know how greedy do I feel today. My level of greed, it goes... Know what I'll do? I'll roll a d20. If it's higher than a 10, I'll keep it. It's higher. We're keeping it. The fates have decided. The fates have decided. Our luck. Okay, we need a forest. A forest. Oh, never didn't have it. Ba-bam. It looks like it's mono red though, which is a little spooky. But I think we need to go Paradise Druid, because Paradise Druid will let me get to tier 2 on the Bard class. Next turn. It might be goblins. Spooky, spooky, spooky. It looks like it's goblins. I can go Zuza and play another thing, or Radha and try to get another off, but I think I'm gonna go Bard class. And we're gonna take some damage. Because this makes look at how cheap everything is. Everything is so cheap. Yeah, it looks like it's Gobby Boys. Okay, I think I go Nylea here. That makes everything extra super cheap. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can do this. And I can play the Azusa or the Halana. Both are fine. This is first strike, which I kind of care about a little bit more. I can go with the Azusa too. Is it 4? This is at less than 5. Okay, I do need 5 then. That goes in tapped. And I think... I think I get it into the Azusa. Okay. I could go the Radha as well. But I think I want the Radha with the Bard class next turn, so I can at least draw more cards. Try to pop off a little bit more. Okay. I'm not as afraid of goblins anymore, because I kind of popped off a bit. So, do this. He's legendary. The Seraph makes everything destructible. Okay, I can't play any more lands, so there's not really no point in much more. So at that point... Actually, this will give Riot. Something. Oh. Oops. I messed that one up. Alright, let's go this. And then I think we kind of just go in. Right? Oh, well there's their Krenko to play with them. They just decided not to play any longer, which I understand. We didn't find our curse. It is literally all 3 of them are in the bottom 37, which is kind of sad. But you got to see how the deck is supposed to function. The reason that we have the Seraphs in here is because it gives Death Touch when they're tapped. So, the curse gives Trample, and Trample plus Death Touch means guaranteed getting in to take whatever they have. So we had a lot of extra stuff. We actually played too many lands that turn that it didn't work. But you understand how it was supposed to function. It's popped off a bit. Okay, we're gonna try again. Let's hopefully find the curse this time. Okay, so we're gonna try to find our curse, as well as our bar class, so that we can get there. Speaking of both of those, okay, all right, we can make this work. We can make this one work. Ooh, it might be angels. That's really scary. So we're still going to use the second thing for the Bard class. And we'll play a Gully. Plunder, when a life total at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if your life total is greater than or equal to the last noted. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. We're gonna say a counter. I don't want to deal with that. And then we'll get in with the Gully for 8. Drew lots of cards. Next turn we have Curse of Hospitality, giving everything trample. I have reach, please don't. Please don't. Thank you. Oh, I wonder if it's Settle the Wreckage. Give this a counter. This is gonna get haste. And then we're going in with these two. If it's Settle, they have Settle. It's Settle the Wreckage. Okay. I will gladly take extra mana. And, end my turn. Okay. It is Settle the Wreckage, so here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, nothing happens. Oh, it's double strike? Oh, no, it's just first strike. Okay. Definitely doing this. We're getting in with Gully. And then I'm playing Aradha. And then I actually can't do anything more, so I think I'm gonna minus this. Oh, they got the Cleric class. Okay, so both of those went. Unfortunately, the Zariel went away, but it's fine. We see another Curse of Hospitality, and we should be good to go after that. But why? Why? Don't do that. Unless you want to do your Soul Warden. Now I have double strike. Okay, I found the Seraph. That's what I wanted. Oh wow, we failed to find. Okay. This is Double Strike. It has First Strike, Trample, Death Touch. You do not want to do that. Okay. Okay, Soul Warden. Hit. I have Trample, Death Touch. And I got a bunch of other things. I could play so many things. Here. Why don't we... You could play their Valkyrie, that sounds nice. Or how about a Resplendent Angel? Yeah. Why not? That sounds nice. Okay, all of that went down. But I think that's basically game, unless they have another Settle the Wreckage. Gifting of Estates. I got that and I didn't read it at all. Search a library for up to 3 planes. Oh, well, I definitely don't have those. We don't have mono planes. Okay, so they do have a Settle. Because clearly they're passing. I do not believe your good game whatsoever, opponent, if it makes you feel any better. I do not trust you at all. I should do just enough to win. I'll do this, why not? I don't actually care about that one as much. Okay. Oh. Okay. I wonder if they had the Settle, but I think that they just wanted the game to end because I was being careful. Obviously, I didn't want to just do that. I had more than enough to start winning the game after that. I had 3 Curse of Hospitality, so each trigger on this means I mill them. I would mill them for 6 here, and then I'll get to be able to play 6 of their things. We didn't see our, creature that, or Azusa that gets us to play extra lands, unfortunately, but we were able to still get there. Okay, so you got to at least see what the curse is supposed to do. It's supposed to be able to, like, play even more things and go even crazier. Hopefully we can find another game very similar to that. I would like to be able to play some of opponents' things a little bit more. we have Bar Class, Curse of Hospitality. We've got it again. That's nice. We didn't see the Atali last time, and I would like to play Atali. Okay, we're getting in with the Bard class. Looks like opponent might be Azori's control and a little bit more rude. So I can actually do this, making it to 1, and then play the Grumgully. It's kind of neat. So we're gonna go Curse of Hospitality, making this Trample. I'm not going to play the Mountain yet because, let's see if they have their own thing. Okay. That's fine. They might have a Wrath, something else. One more land and then I can Bard class on 5. Be nice. This is, you may exile 5. Okay. Okay, we did not get there, but that's fine. We should probably take out the Narset, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna go a face because I would like a land. A land would be great. We didn't get the Narset. That's fine. We can play the Narset and activate it, getting another curse into our hand, and playing the Radha, because why not? Fail to Find is even nicer. It also becomes nighttime. I am going to activate the Narset before I do anything. Zariel's really nice. And it's only for 2 right now. It's X to super cheap. It's for 3, sorry, it's for 3. We didn't get a land, so I do want to see if I can get that. I'm gonna do here, and it might be a settle. We might be settled here, but I do need land, so no worst case scenario. Devious cover-up. And behold the multiverse. The Fateful Absence, and finally a land. Oh my goodness. Wonderful. I will love to pay for this, and I will level up this Bard class, I think. Yeah, because I don't really care about anything else. So they are heavy control, but they can't draw cards because of Narset. Because of their own Narset, which is lovely. There's the Doomscar they're just throwing out at this point. They don't even want it. That's a Doomscar for sure. And that's a didn't see it coming. Okay. Oh, they're just out. Okay. I fully understand why it was a Saw coming, and it was a Doomscar. Look, like me just guessing exactly what they have. So Halana means that they probably, it's 2 to counter. So I could go Halana, which would come in as 4, and then I can also give haste to everything with Zariel if I want to do that. They already knew that. I had quite a bit of things. This already had double strike as well. So, it was gonna be just a bad time for opponent. But I think that they just left because the Narset and I had just everything I possibly needed, especially with the curse. So, that's what the deck is supposed to do. It wants to play their cards, and it also wants to just to go crazy at the same time. But you saw the idea behind the curses, getting in there and just making sure that we played some of their own things. Okay. Okay, so we should have time for one more, and hopefully we have a good game. Get some of our curses out there as fast as possible. I don't love this hand because it doesn't have a bar class or a curse. We do have the Paradise Druid into the Azusa. We might even get there with the Grumgully, and the Escape the Wilds is also decent. So hopefully opponent's not too quick, and we can stabilize and get there. We can also get the Paradise Druid and draw into the Bard class. That's what I'm kind of hoping, that we draw into a Bard class on the next 2 draws. Help Collector? That's not it. Okay, go Paradise Druid. Jocked it in for the Winding Constrictor. Looks like it might be counters, which is kind of nice for them. Okay. I think I'm gonna go the Grumgully this turn, and then maybe the Seraph. Or I could also just go Paradise Druid again. I want to hold that back. Whatever. Okay. Now I can do this, or I can get the Paradise Druid. And I'm 1 short from being able to do both. It's just this. It is the one of the few humans in the deck, unfortunately, but that should be fine. Sets up the Druid for later. Another Skydiver, wow. Alright, they're gonna get in with this in the air, and because we need Halana as our main blocker. Okay. I mean, I'm double blocking here at that point. Grumgully can die, and that's fine, because the Winder gives double counters, and I just don't want to deal with that. I have another one anyway. We'll go Grumgully, Paradise Druid, and so no attacks. Okay, Paradise Druid is fine. Bop bop. Ow. Didn't do anything, which is equally... we'll go Escape to the Wilds here. Test for talents. That's extra rude. I didn't expect a counter spell in this counter. I guess it's a counter deck. Ha 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 ha. I get it. Okay. So I can untap this and then tap it again once I block. Which has Death Touch now. Oh, I have to try to win this. I'm dead if I don't find an answer here. I'm really hoping they just have a, like, something to face. Or I really wanted a flyer. A flyer would have also done it. Good. Well, not good game yet. Well, it is good game because they see the Azusa. Good game. Well, they had Spell Pierces too. They had heavy counters deck. This was very close. This was a very close good one though. I'm fine with this. I'll play my Azusa. Unfortunately, it had nothing to do with reach and they were just able to get through it. So I'll let them enjoy it one more time. As they proliferate just enough. If I had any flyers from them, I probably would have been able to get there. But that's okay. Very close. You kind of see what the deck was supposed to do, so, like, I'll take it. The Escape the Wilds got countered, and that was, like, basically all she wrote. But it's still a very good deck. It's really fun with the counters, and you guys should check it out. We're gonna take one last look at the deck. To show it off a bit, but I hope you enjoyed this deck tech. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe if you're not already. I appreciate you watching. But until next time, bye YouTube!